Jose, you had something.
That's what that equal. Maybe I don't know. Same. The false accusation was happening for Kerala story also. It's like they were blaming that how many 3 lakh women were converted to ISIS. They went there. Like that. Some numerical digits were mentioned in the Kerala story movie, but that is not what. That is not the actual thing. The actual numbers.
Mm-hmm.
In that they only got 3. 3 lakhs is just the number they told. The people
but the
who
sentiments of people were not heard by that numbers.
You don't. Where in North India?
You should understand.
In
Like
Kerala,
the sentiments of people did not.
When it happened, when the trailer came only, Kerala got. You didn't know about Kerala. That time the issue started. When the trailer came only, many issues started in Kerala. That time. Then beyond that, it was not released in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Some places of Kerala and Tamil Nadu.
So here is the thing,
but even though it was
right,
it was one more thing. It was highly promoted. It was wherever. It's like I'm seeing that. It's like you can't tell IT wing is only. It's like people's choice only. We can't tell that. But that time, wherever I go, this Kerala story was happening.
So here is the thing.
Coming in front.
Here is the thing. So there are 2 things here. One is, you are saying that the number is false. It is some 6 lakh women have went in. Fair enough. If the number was false, if they have falsified certain things, the number one thing that they should have done is gone to court, like what they did, what happened to Annapoorani. Number 2.
I said should have gone to the court. Like
I think because regarding this issue, Kerala CM also spoke. I think this issue was like is what a big talk only that time. No. What I'm telling is like do not go out of the topic. The thing is like if the false accusation matters here means someone would have like take a note on this also. I'm telling. So you should have at least changed. You can go for a proper research. You should have gone a proper research and should have met these many girls were.
Right.
I don't know how they went. It's like other than these 3 girls. These 3 girls was true story and they were mentioned there. But why I'm telling the 3 lakhs number is that number with that only they started like marketing the movie. These many people they were extracted from India. So that is the marketing of the movie. Means that is the main thing for that story. So that only is a false means like whole thing is like becoming you understand what I'm saying?
Right. Understood. Here is my point. If the number is false, I mean I understand. I'm not. I don't know. My point is I don't know whether it's false or not. If it is false, if somebody can do it, the best way to deal with it is go legal. And the other aspect is that, like Rishu said, if I don't think this what you call big giants, corporate giants like Netflix and GE Studios, these people don't bow down to majority people. They don't bow down. When Annapoorani got deleted, it's not because of majority. Because if that would have happened, one more thing, Kerala story should have also got banned. It should have also been removed. But somehow it's still, that's still there because either fundamental foundation is lacking or there is no basis for a case. I don't know. There is no legal aspect attached to it.
Because that's what now one thing like in Kerala stories like they are discussing about the thing which recently happened, like not like it's like very long years ago or not. They are thinking about the recent though they can do a research very easily. Once you want to do a movie, you can do a research. I'm not. Then that's the thing. So in that case, if that is the problem, it should have been equally gone through everywhere. Also, it's like I don't know what happened in like I mean the northern part of India, but in like Kerala, it was a great news. Like it was a debate for a whole week. It was happening over there and there. That was happening. It's like it didn't. We can't tell that it didn't affect the people's sentiment at all. It affected. Like seriously, it got affected over there.
But
so
like,
that's the way.
But like Annapoorani, like there was not any clip in the movie saying that this amount of women were abducted or this amount of like this
like climax
the climax they show like in the
climax
title, like,
They show the
in
number.
climax there will be interview. I think in the interview, I think that one girl will be
Okay.
seeing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they should have gone to court. I mean, if that's a false thing,
Maybe I think maybe would have gone, but that news was not taken to our reach. That's what I'm telling. Maybe would have gone.
forget.
For example, I'm telling whatever happened in Kerala, sitting here in Hyderabad, I can't know. Na? It's like maybe for like not every legal issues are published in media. Can you?
I would say, on the contrary, I would say this is a feast for national media. Whatever, if that's what happened, it's a feast for national media. And Twitter, I am aware of it. There is a huge thing. I mean, it happened and it reached North India, wherein saying that the number is false. The number, even Barkadat, these people were tweeting about it, saying this number is false, and the counterpart. Let's say the number is 3. The counter argument is, let's say the number is 3. Is the pain reduced? That's the argument. That's how the counter were arguing. So
No. That
No,
3 is
no,
pain
I
is
get
reduced,
it.
or what means? Then it will be a bigger debate
No,
only.
I get it, Jose.
Uh,
What I'm saying is, it reached North.
Hmm.
I have seen such comments. I've seen such arguments. It reached North. It reached national media. But yet there is no case filed.
Maybe we don't. I'm telling. It's like why? Maybe I have to do research over that. Maybe we will discuss
Here's
later.
the
But
thing. My point is,
they are.
if there is a case, it would have hit North media first, because they're hungry about these things. They're extremely hungry. This Barka, that she would not have stayed calm. This Shela Rashid, they would not have.
No. Whatever I see in national media, whatever I'm seeing in the state Kerala media, totally different.
Different.
I saw
Of
totally
course.
different. There are too many information, not even misinformation. The informations are less. Whatever is happening actually in Kerala, the informations were less. For example, like in North India media. So the things like it won't reach. I'm telling you, it's like the media also have to be there. Is like if we talk about that, it's like because that's a big political how media works that and all. But it's like and my thing is like if this also matters means maybe this also hurt someone.
Of course, it have.
Because why I'm telling is like I don't know whether this will create an impact or what. Okay, I don't know whether they are telling like something like this was mentioned that they eat a non-veg, so you can also eat. They're saying that anyone will get hurt or what, I don't know. But one thing will be happen in Kerala story. If I see another friend who is from the same community, maybe the person who has got offended or affected with this movie, the view will be different to him. This might happen. You can't tell no for this. In this case, I don't know what would have seen the perspective. Not everyone. Maybe if we 5 people, maybe we have a broad minded and we won't see in that way. But once he saw that like a person from a Muslim doing this and doing this to the girls, then that same person coming out of theater, if you see someone like that opposite, this means obviously at least in 1% of the perspective will change. Understand? So in this case, you tell, but in case of Annapoorani, it's like maybe that's one. At last, the word Jay was telling, it's your own choice. That is not false. Maybe that what he is telling about Ramayana is false. Whether you want to eat or not eat, that you have to decide. From where you are coming is not to be decided. If that is right only, na. That point, this point.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jose, but the case was because of that Ramayana thing, right?
Yeah, that I accepting. What I'm telling
like
is
the case was filed because of that Ramayana, the misinterpretation or the wrong information provided. On the basis of that, the case was filed. The case was not filed
Here is the thing.
because of the.
Yeah, fantastic point, Rushu. Here is the thing, Jose. If you're saying ultimately it's their choice, it's the person's choice. They could eat non-veg. They could not eat non-veg. That's their choice. My point is very simple. They don't need to bring Ramayana there.
That's the thing. Okay, I'm telling you.
But they have bought the Ramayana there. My point is,
what I'm telling is,
my point is from where you are coming. What is your mindset when you are saying such things about a scripture which has already existed, already exists, and which does not, imply what you're saying? From what position you're coming?
No, I'm not talking about that only. It's like what I'm telling is like, okay, if they told like that's a wrong, they now have legally they did something. My opinion is like they would have cut the scene or changed the dialogue somewhere like that. Something they could have included and they would have posted.
Right.
My thing is like after seeing this, any of the thing someone if urges to eat, what you're telling to us, like, is that what is going to bring impact? I'm asking. It's like, maybe because you can tell that religiously something is changed, religiously something is changed, so it should be banned. Okay, you take that scene alone. Okay, the overall thing, the in the scene, the main point is telling, is that any wrong? I'm asking you, is that any wrong? No.
Wrong aspect, that's what I'm saying.
Mm.
Malicious intent that you are having against one particular community. That's what wrong here is. Because you know,
same implies here.
No, one second. I'll tell. When you're saying this could be avoided without saying that. Like if you cut that scene and saying it's your choice ultimately, I mean, nobody would had a problem with that. Correct.
Yeah.
But it was a deliberate attempt to say that to falsify a document. So how perverted are you? What is running inside your head that you had to have a false information to justify your actions?
I
Point number
get
one.
yeah. Continue.
One more thing, the other aspect that you are saying, the impact that you're talking about, I agree to it. But here is my point. When you know that's false, you're absolutely false. Why is there no case?
Where you're telling?
Anyone moved anything, any court? What are you? I mean, let's say if the other side is having a point, go to legal system. Nobody ever tried it. Search it. Do a Google search. Is there a case? Do a Google search.
Oh, now we don't want to go legally. We don't want to go. It's like, I'm asking you one simple question. What is if Annapoorani, for example, that scene is deleted, and what the story they are telling from the thing, and the way Annapoorani was made, only that scene is mistake. Other thing and all, it will cover about how the way of processing food, something no oil boil like that. They are experimenting on the food only. It's like initially that one scene, because she have to cook non-veg, for that they have to keep it inside. Okay, seeing that from a certain community people, is they will impact in the sense what it will change in a wrong way. But this might, that's what I'm telling. This might, if when seeing this movie,
what is real, what is not? What is real, what is not?
Which is real? No, I'm not asking about real or not.
I'm asking that because you're saying impact. I understand. I agree to it. Okay, but here is the thing: which part is real, which part is not?
Which part is real?
Yeah, that document that they've mentioned, that thing is not real. He should not have had that. I mean, what is he trying? The maker, what is he trying to tell about it? When you're adding,
that's what he is trying to tell. Okay, maybe leave that apart. You're asking me.
That's the part that was put in place.
That's a mistake. You're asking me what the director trying to tell. Okay, maybe he chosen the way.
If there was no that scene is not there, then probably people would have ignored it in the first place. And the other aspect is that here there are a lot of people who are staying away from their roots. I know many people personally who are staying away from their roots, and such things will add fuel to the fire. My take. I mean, that's what. I mean, I can pick sides here. I can again like it's easy for me to pick sides, but again,
away from the root in the sense.
Sorry.
What you're telling?
Culturally, how you have grown up, culturally how you have brought up, those things. Those things will alienate. In fact, I have seen my own friends and families justifying, all unnecessary things which are not originally part of their culture, but still they're going and doing those things.
No, I mean,
again, that's
asking out of root. Only you can tell example. Out of roots they're staying, and it will affect. Can you explain with some example? How someone? It's like I'm there. It's like I'm coming from those. You just tell me any example.
Here's the thing. I can speak a lot, but I have to turn off the recording. But here is where you and I agree with, that whatever happened in those 40 seconds, that could have been eliminated. See, again, I'm not picking sides. I'm saying that whatever happened with Annapoorani, up until legal aspect, that's within the rights of a citizen who approached the court. For Kerala story, that's another beast to deal with. I am 95% sure that the number that's showed it has some problems with it. I'm 95% sure that the number they've shown it has some problems with it. My that could have been dealt in a absolute legal way. People have had problems with it. It's not like I'm promoting one area and not ignoring the other area. In fact, there are some films who do not subscribe to whatever my idea of life is, but still I love them. I don't live like animal. I don't live like some of the films that were presented recently. In fact, a lot of wait 1 second. In fact, a lot of Shah Rukh Khan films. I used to live like how Shah Rukh Khan used to be, but not anymore. In fact, my name Aryan came from his movies only. But I do not subscribe to that same ideology anymore. I get it, but I still enjoy those films. Here, I am not taking sides. My only point is whatever happened to Annapoorani, it is absolutely legal and within rights. Nobody destroyed anything. Nobody went into Netflix office. It's absolutely correct. But other
Actually, one more thing is like we stopped over only first point. I think one more thing I think they felt wrong with Annapoorani. I saw in the news actually whether it's like a Brahmin girl is wearing a. We will come to that. Can we? It's like this. Okay, this way we will keep up. But this is there anything wrong somewhere from? It's like maybe many actors who are acting, they are acting as a Muslim girl. They have to wear certain things are there. Even though Persian movies like you can know as like there is Arabian countries. Compared to India, there are many limitations. I think how it's like towards women means they are very. I understand that it's like there are very limitations are there. So in that case, there are only people like they are making movies like halal love, which is talking about their talak. You understand? There in Persia, in Persian movies and Arabic movies, I'm telling that. So understand. So it's like, is there anything wrong here? Coming out of the roots here?
Well, forget right or wrong here. I believe already those things are happening. There are many films, in fact, including this film, Nani's film also. One more, I forgot the name of the films. I think Shyam Singh Rai comes from that aspect, and the other one, Innukori Brahman only. Almost every film deals with such things only. So it's not a problem or anything. I mean, personally, if you're asking me personally, I go ahead and make those movies. Man. At max, what can I do? I don't watch it. If you are, I don't have money. If you are falsifying documents, if you're saying spreading false things about me, I will put a case. I don't have money, right? So I'm not putting any case. The guy who had money, he went to court. I don't have any problem. Carry on. What can I do? There's nothing I can do. All these things are already happening.
So
it's not a new.
Now you accepted you don't have money, so you can't be able to put a case, right? In India, what you're telling? Maybe affected people are affected.
But I had money, so he put a case.
Maybe people who are affected with Kerala story might be won't have. Many people would have been affected. Right?
They
would have. They are not. Maybe financially they would have been low. Maybe they felt in the heart.
Again, this thing.
No. I'm telling.
But the Kerala government. The Kerala government could have filed a case like this movie is showing the state in a bad light. The Kerala government.
No, actually, I have to check once. I think it was registered. I think maybe it was not. I have to check once and I'll tell because when it was going, the whole government was also. It's like towards that's why they banned the movie.
They have to pay a lot in punitive damages. It's a huge loss. Forget which side you're on, Muslim, Hindu. Forget that. It's about money.
No. That's what here I'm telling about the false accusation, not about religious only. It's like everyone's.
If it is false, make a case. It's very simple.
And that's what. No, if it make a case.
Here is the thing. For that, at this point, you have mentioned that Kerala CM has mentioned that. Correct. I think
that's what I don't know. It's like
so my point is Kerala government can do it if not anybody. In fact, these top level journalists who actually oppose this on Twitter, like Barkadat, they could have done it. These are top level people, top brass. I mean, go ahead, do it, stop it. What's there? If you have a problem, go ahead, go legally, man. What's the problem? What's stopping? I'm actually surprised that there is no case. I mean, even if there is, I mean, like I said, if one falsification of documents happened, it's a lot to. I mean, I think Vipul Shah produced it, right? Vipul Shah would have had a lot to lose. 400 crores, 500 crores, they'll slap on punitive damages, man. That's a huge loss. Because you have something. Uh,
Yeah, I just wanted to add here that see, the debate is not about what should be banned and what should not be. It's not about Annapurni versus what happened with Kerala
mhm.
story, right? The debate is little further than that. It's more of like whether what happened with Kerala story was right, whether the government should have gone ahead and banned it. There are two perspectives here, which I feel. One is when you make a movie which you say is based on real life, which you say is based on facts which have happened in recent past. For example, if someone makes a movie on uh, riots in Gujarat, of if someone makes a movie of how the Ram Mandir or Babri Masjid controversy and everything happens, and if they are quoting things which are coming out of thin air, then that should not be acceptable. That is a restriction which should be there in terms of that. And I think censor board should make sure that when you're making a movies like that, then you should have all the documents citing. If you are stating a fact, answer me, where did you get this fact from, or what is your source there. Those kind of checks should be there, I agree. But banning a movie after it has been cleared by the bodies, or in like, first of all, independent censor board should be there. It's not like governor appointed. Those things should not be there. I personally feel that if censor board has cleared it, which you believe is your right, like who's right to decide what should be done and what should not be, then you should not ban it. File a case. Government should have asked them what data you have,
Exactly,
what
which
you have.
happened.
That's the only thing. But
But otherwise, I think Joe's left. Let me talk to him. But then my aspect is from where I'm looking at, I do not trust Netflix and these platforms to make content which is somewhat factual, or I mean, I don't know, man. Like I mentioned, we're making jokes on it. That's
it's not
how where it
Netflix
comes to.
responsibility to do that. To be honest,
Mhm.
it's not their responsibility. They are buying movies. They are trying to sell something which they feel will, like they picked up Money Heist when entire Spain did not like it, but it was a global hit anyway, right? So they are a businessman who see a potential. They see that people will talk about it and they will eventually go and watch it, right? It's more of something like that. So Netflix is not in, like, Netflix is one part of the cinema which we all watch, and let it be that OTT platform. Let it not be the cinema maker or filmmaker kind of things. They produce movies, yes, but ultimately it's the director or whoever are the crew members are making it. Netflix is just a place where people showcase the platform. Like to say, if someone is making a movie, you cannot go and burn the theater down. You should go and ask questions to those who are basically making the movie, right? Theater
Hmm.
is just the medium through which you are seeing that movie. That's the thing. Theater is showing both good and bad movies, per se. If I don't like a movie, I'll criticize the movie, not the cinema hall, right? Kind of like that. But Netflix here is kind of producing also, so they have the right to take that beating,
Right.
right? But whether to delete it or not, it was their decision or court's decision.
Hmm.
Ultimately, they decided because they thought, okay, it does not make much sense to kind of continue this batter for. Yeah.
Dharani, you have anything to add here?
So my point of will be like approaching the removal of the film from Netflix. The
Mhm.
film after got the censor, then they bought the Netflix. Then after removal is
क्या कह रहे हो भैया?
the film. So I representing as a like aspiring filmmaker and film buff and enthusiastic cinema fan. Okay, so they'll be having the certain rules and regulation in censorship. They'll be having some of the like dialogues they'll be censored, and some of the action sequence violence they'll be censored. In terms of nowadays the reeks also they'll be censored in Leo. So after getting the OTT, will be like most of the audience they'll be interested to unwatch like uncut version or extended versions. So nowadays they more get popular. Like in Vidudalai also like Vetrimaran they released director cut versions. Then Jawan they mentioned like extended versions. Then because of the tagline will be the attractive for the like audience also. For my reason you mentioned like Annapurni will be like giving for false information, right? So one of the my friend told us like in Lucifer web series in Netflix, they'll be having also false information about the Christianity against in one angle. But the character they created to according to the world and the character they developed the dramatic situation. The film did not get removed from the Netflix. Okay. Other point of view, they mostly they are against to the film is because of the Hindu and Muslim between the against the issue is racism. So basically, if you watch it like apart from in 2004 also there will be like Vikram in Arul. There will be like Jyotika will be like into like Brahmin community only. She eat like non-veg like chicken biryani, any other. But the time they filmed, at the time that scene took us a like funny way. But today's they'll be creating the issue for the like Hindu Muslim like shower the biryani or the false information.
Again, yeah, but here is the thing, buddy. Like, if you're saying that this Lucifer had problems which went against Christianity, I would say I would argue tooth and nail to it. I mean,
Yeah.
if someone puts a case and the film is got banned, if you cannot falsify documents. I mean, I cannot imagine if Christianity says a word name, love thy neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot imagine someone misquoting it.
Okay.
I cannot use F my neighbor, F thy neighbors. I can't do that. That's absolutely stupid to even falsify such document. If that has happened, whatever you're mentioning, and there is no case, I don't know what to say. If someone put a case, it's a serious thing.
Yeah, I understand.
And one more thing, Lucifer was in nowhere an attack towards a community. This one has absolute malicious intent. Is what I feel. Malicious. It has a very bad intention towards one community. That's the whole problem here. You don't have to falsify like even Jose was mentioning. If they remove that dialogue, what will happen? There is no impact on the film, but they didn't remove that dialogue, right?
Yeah.
But chose to use it.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned, Netflix has this, they're notorious for this. Alexander is nowhere, it's a documentary film, it's not even a film. You can, I mean, creativity can be used in films. In documentary films, they're using creativity. That part I didn't understand. So it is about the malicious intent that I'm talking about. Yeah, go ahead.
So another
Please add in between, okay?
Well, like I like to say, like there was a movie Kama Sutra, which was released in 1997, and at that time it was banned. But I'm sure that if it would have been released today, it would not have been banned because the society has matured. So to ban or to this debate of artistic freedom, we need some more time. The more the people will be educated, the more mature we will become. So there will be less banning, there will be this less cancel culture. So I think we need some time. We are a young country. We need some time.
Absolutely.
We need some maturity. And after maybe a decade, we will have that tolerance
to
these kind of things. So I think at the last, I would like to conclude it. Like,
thank you.
We need some time, and maybe after 10, 12 years, if the Annapurani movie would have been released, then it would not have been cancelled. People would have accepted it and would have ignored it.
My prediction is things are going to get worse. But yeah, go on.
No, yeah, okay. See, we are living in a society. So there will always be restrictions, like the thing which you mentioned, the cute, the movie which you mentioned.
Cuties.
If I would have if that kind of movie would have to be released, then that is not artistic freedom. There must be some restriction. Like, we are living in a society. If you say like, I have a freedom, I want to kill someone, I have the freedom. You don't have the freedom to kill someone. Just like that, you don't have the freedom to express certain emotions or to create certain movies. So
Yeah.
my point is that. But yeah, people will have tolerance. We should not ban the movies like entirely. Banning a movie entirely is wrong. But then again, the creators, the filmmakers,
Creators
the writers
should have that
also should have
sense.
some restrictions.
Yes, yes. Dharani, please conclude from your end.
Yeah, bro. So another time will be like the film time of the delivery releasing the film, because of the in that time only the Ram Mandir temple will be like sensation in the news. But through the Ram Mandir temple, there will be happen for positive points, also negative points. Like negative points will be like, I think Annapoorani, like backfire. If Annapoorani will be released now this time means mostly they will be not got the point. They'll be going for against Hindu community means. Another plus point will be like Telugu film Anuman. Maybe the devotee of Ram will be, it will be like plus point. The Hanuman will be like more audience will be like interested to go. Like I assume like that. So like as a creator, it will be create me as a like fear, because of the after the censor the film, the got removed from the Netflix or OTT platform, it will be the create from inside of fear, because of the few Hollywood director they raise the voice, like Vetrimaran
The
they say.
movie was not banned by the Dhanni, like the movie was not banned by the government. It was banned by the Netflix.
Yeah.
That's the
Censor board is a government entity, or maybe related to government. You can say that. But the movie was not banned by the government. It was removed by the Netflix, which is a private entity and which can do whatever he wants, whatever they want to do.
Like I mentioned, Dharani, my point is Netflix need not remove. I believe there is another film called Krishna and his Leela. That
Yeah, correct.
also into controversies. It need not have removed. It removed because they know that case is coming up. They know that they'll be losing a lot of money. They know that they are on the wrong side of this. That's the whole point. Anyway, I understand your point. Whatever is happening in the society should not create a fear in a filmmaker's mind.
Yeah.
I totally understand. Even right now, I'll tell you something. Whatever you're saying, when I was debating with Jose, I really want to say something. I really want to put forward some of my points. These are my own research. They're factual only. But I can't talk in front of camera because I work in a corporate. I cannot do that because when they know that he's speaking all such language, I understand what you're meaning. But when they come to know, if anything, God forsaken, if anything happens, and they know that I'm on this side of the line, anything can happen with me. So
Yeah.
I'm scared for my job. I'm scared of all these things. So and I'm a corporate employee.
Yeah, correct.
Understand where a filmmaker is coming from. So my point is pretty simple. As long as you have legal channels, I want to conclude this debate by saying, as long as there is legal channels, you're free to access those legal channels. However, when it comes to responsibility of a filmmaker, definitely he should have some factual evidence whenever he's speaking something. Definitely he should have some factual evidence. But if it is coming out of imagination, it should be upfront so that the audience can decide whether or not to watch a film. Like best example is that Brahmastra. Brahmastra has nothing to do with religion. It does not have anything to do with there is nothing factual about it. There is no what do you call reference of a book there. It's completely but that heads up would have been better. So my point is, keep audience informed about your film, however you are promoting, and audience should have freedom to boycott your style of filmmaking, and they do, rightfully so. And can obviously, I mean, for you can question it probably, but there's nothing actually you can do it. So this is my conclusion. This is from Art today. And hopefully they're going to have another session like Shu was asking. We need a part 2 for it, definitely. So hopefully, if you guys like it much, we're going to discuss more about this. That's it from today's Audience Roundtable. This is Aryan signing off.